Welcome back to Wild Pines Farm. Today we are going to be going on a garden tour. This is July 2023. We have a lot going on. This is actually different. If you've been a longtime viewer of the channel, we're in a different place. We talked about this place before, but this is our new home, our new garden. We have not done we did maybe one or two tours here, but there wasn't much going on. But we're in full swing right now, and I want to take you around and show you everything that's growing. We're gonna start right here in the front. We once had our pansies, but they're finally starting to die back. And we also have a cool little blue ageratum growing down there. But our main crop right here is the lacinato kale. And next, all tomatoes and basil and some marigolds. But we have a few different tomatoes in here. I think the first two are the Super Sweet 100, so there are only cherry tomato growing in the main garden right now. And then the next one we have are the Wisconsin Chiefs. We only did two of each of those plants. We actually have another garden section where there's more of those. After the Wisconsin Chiefs, we have the Blue Beauties. These are really beautiful when they start ripening up. I mean, they're really beautiful now. You can see they're blushed with a purple color. When they ripen, they're a very dark red-ish, kind of close to the Cherokee purple, but darker. We have probably six plants of this right here, and then we actually switch over to the Amana tomato. Now we have two plants. One is looking amazing, one's kind of on the smaller side, but these were actually one of my favorites from last year that we grew. I think we grew all of these varieties except for the Wisconsin and the Super Sweet 100s last year. The next one, the star of the show, everybody's favorite here at Wild Pines Farm, we've got the pineapple tomato. I believe there's a few here, a few smaller ones. We do have a nice giant one way down here. Well, it's not really giant yet, but it's our biggest one. And these can get huge, massive. If you've seen our videos before, you've seen us harvest them. That was in a shade garden too, so I'm really excited to see what they look like in full sun. We also have a little dahlia over there. This is actually where the dahlias were last year. I dug them all up and moved them into my new little dahlia perennial section. But she stayed around. Like I said, we have basil in here as well. We have some of the dark opal, purple, something like that basil, and then just a regular culinary basil. And then we have an ageratum down here. I love the ageratums, they're one of my favorites. This one I believe is from the Timeless mix, so I'm not sure what color it's gonna be yet. But anyway, that's the end of the row. All of the rest of these were pineapple tomatoes. This row, we don't really talk about this row. We need to take it back over. The grass has really consumed it. But it once had, well, it still has strawberries in there. We have quite a few strawberries, well, plants, not berries. And then all of this is the purple passion asparagus. And then inside we also planted some Queen Anne's lace, which is pretty much done for the season. And I think we had some feverfew in there. Not sure where it is though. Over here we have what's left over of our Egyptian walking onions. Actually, we have some over there, but this had a lot more in it. We've been harvesting them like crazy, especially for markets. We've got peppers. This is it's a whole bunch of peppers. Honestly, I only remember two varieties in here. I think there's only two varieties. It's either the sweet peppers, we have the lunchbox peppers, and we have the corn de toro peppers. I'm actually not sure if we did Marconis or anything in here this year. I think we had a plant or two, but who knows? They're all scattered in here. I think the corn de toros are on this side more, and then the lunchbox are on this side more. We actually had a few, but we picked them off. So actually, there's one starting right here. You can see. I can't wait for the lunchbox peppers. They're definitely one of my favorite peppers. Now in the peppers, we have beets. Now I want to pick the big massive beet over here somewhere. I know it's here. There it is. So these beets were our cover crop, and they are just massive. Look at that. So cool. We've harvested a lot this size, like quite a few. And then in here we also have, well, we had lettuce. You can see it's flowering. I believe it was like the Lola Rosa. We had some romaine, red romaines. This is the Lola Rosa over here. That's the red romaine. And then we have some more kale. This kale, I'm gonna say, is the curly, no, the red Russian? Scarlet, okay, it was one of those. We'll say scarlet kale. So beautiful with the morning dew on it. 2 plants of those. And then this section, honestly, there's a lot going on. But I have my cool little sweet peas. These are the ornamental sweet peas. These are called Blue Shift. They're amazing because, well, this one's a little past prime, but they actually turn blue as they age, and I just think they're beautiful. So they start off as like this purple, and then the center starts getting blue. It's really cool. You'll see I almost said a tomato, a cucumber here. I think this might be a Boston pickling. I think so. And then there's one there, which I'm not sure what that is. I would assume the same, but I think this is some phlox here too. But then we have the row across. We have a lot of perennials here, a lot of flowering plants, there's plantain, there's chicory, there's wild lettuce. What else? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in here. We've got Rudbeckia. I think that's echinacea down there. We've got some St. John's wort. We've got red vein sorrel. And then my daisy section, which is really fun. So we have a bunch of cool varieties, but before I move on, you're seeing these bags, like what are those bags? They're actually to protect from the bugs. Yes, we do want the bugs on the flowers, but some of them I keep bagged so that we can sell in our cut flower bouquets, and they look really beautiful and not chewed up. But let's go through the varieties here. We're lucky enough to have a few blooming. So this down here is the double angel daisy. The stems aren't great on this one this year, but she's beautiful. I love the petals. And then I'm gonna take one of these bags off so you could see the banana cream daisies. They're actually probably, I would say, one of my favorite flowers that I grew this year. They're really, really pretty. And then these ones haven't really given us any blooms yet, but we have the Shasta daisy. Then we have the crazy daisy, which we're starting to get a flower there. Haven't seen one of those yet. And then the oxeye daisies. So we have a nice little chunk of daisies. I have a little collection going. We do have a little bit of blank space here, but then we move on to some sunflowers. They're a little tall, but we'll see if we can get some shots of it. These, I believe, are the Velvet Queen sunflowers. Oh, look! I didn't even notice one opened up. That's awesome. Oh, it looks so good. All right, so we've got our first Velvet Queen sunflower. And then down below, I'm gonna say cucumbers?
I think so.
We planted those though. I don't remember what they are. There's some kind of something. And then we have echinacea. So this whole section was filled with echinacea. Some plants didn't make it. We have the pretty parasols echinacea, the butterfly kisses echinacea, which is my favorite. And then the hot papaya. I think it's hot papaya, red papaya, hot papaya. Here's just a look at it. It's a really cool like fluff ball center. It's really, really unique. We've had a few of those, but haven't had any as of lately. Oh, there's a zinnia here. And we've got goldenrod. Oh, more echinacea. I think this is the Cayenne Spirit or Cheyenne Spirit or something. And then there's some St. John's wort in there. You can see these little guys. We have a dahlia here. I think this one was a weird volunteer dahlia because I didn't even have dahlias planted in this section of the row last year. So we're thinking it's gonna be a seedling. We have some marigolds, and then we have these cool beans. There's a little spider web there. I don't want to mess up, but we got the royal, I can grab this one. The royal burgundy bean. These are so tasty. I think we canned these. Not last year, the year before. They tasted really great. We have quite a few plants here going down this row, but hold on, before we get to the star of the show, we also have we have like 3 or 4. The peanuts are starting to come up. These are the African runner peanuts. And we have a black bean randomly in our corn. So this is the peaches and cream corn. This is our first year growing this variety. It's a very popular variety, so I wanted to try it out. And we harvested one yesterday. They are just about ready, and I'm very excited. I gotta put this down, but we're going to grab one of these. Hopefully this one's good enough. You can see how it's kind of separated. The hair has turned brown. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's see. We had one yesterday. It was so delicious. There is some bug damage, but you know, that's what you get. Oh, I'm seeing some cardinals. Ah, yes. Look at that. Beautiful. We've got a little wormy there, but it looks so good. I can't wait to eat this. We're gonna definitely harvest this. We'll do this. We have harvest videos all the time, so make sure you check out our big harvest of the peaches and cream corn this year. I'm just gonna set my corn down though. And let's see, we have a whole entire row of this. We also have an elderberry, just vibing in here. He'll probably move at some point, but maybe he'll stay. We'll see. I did mention the black bean back there. They're starting, that's a dry bean, so they're starting to get there, but they're still pretty fresh. I don't think there's anything else in there. And when we're coming to the end over here, we have a ton of nasturtiums. They're actually not, there's no fresh flowers on them, but there were 2. One had a bright orange flower and one had like this really pretty peach flower. Trying to look for one, but not seeing one. But love the nasturtiums. We also have more on that side, and we have some marigolds. And then we're gonna move on to the zinnia row. So this zinnia row has so many cool flowers in it, again with the bags for the bug protection. But I have some out of the bags that are blooming. I was gonna name all the varieties, but honestly I don't really remember what all is in order. But I can name off what varieties we do have. We do have the cactus, or like a cactus mix. We have the Macarena, we have the Queen Lime Orange, we have Oklahoma, we have the Envy, which is a green. It's really beautiful. Well, actually, here's one kind of starting, but probably not fully. Look at that. It's a very light green. It's very beautiful. It's not like the Queen Lime Orange. The Queen Lime Orange has been a lot more of a neon green, but still beautiful. We've got, what else? We have the Cinderella Peach. We have the classic Berneri Giant California Giants. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones. I think I might have covered it all. I think I said Queen Red Lime, Queen Orange Lime, but those are the Oklahomas, the beautiful white ones, and then all of these bigger colorful ones at the end are the California Giants or the Berneris. I really have been liking these red ones. I don't think I've really ever seen a red one until this year. And then over here, if you want to come over here, we have a sweet little ageratum that I love so much. It's the High Tide blue one, and that was a volunteer, so I'm thinking it came from last year, our soil last year. All right, I'm in a forest of the corn we just saw and marigolds. Marigolds, wonderful trap crop this year. Also wonderful cut flower. As you can see, we have some bags. There goes a beetle. Okay. We also, I guess we'll start at the front. We have sweet potatoes, lots of sweet potatoes taking up. I can't even make it through this row anymore. But we have, honestly, I don't know the specific variety of sweet potato because it was just a purple sweet potato one day that we had, and we got slips from it, and it's just been growing. So we have this really beautiful purple sweet potato. I love it. And then we have a regular old sweet potato. Honestly, I don't know if we have a variety name for that one either. We have those two. And then there's beans in here as well. I'm looking at either like dragon tongue beans maybe over on this side. And on that side, I think there might still be some dragon tongue, but there's also the Royal Burgundy bush beans again, the ones we saw earlier, just more of them. And I was gonna try to show you some of the beautiful little puffball marigolds, but I'm not really seeing any. But we have some really cool ones. But they're all just the yellow and the orange basically. And then we've got some stars over here. We've got the Seal Long cucumbers. Look at these. They're crazy. Like, absolutely insane. I love them. We've had a few of them. Taste wonderful. Lovely. But we also have some over there too. So those ones aren't as big yet, but these ones are really taking off over here. It's kind of crazy. Then we've got we have beans. I don't know what kind of beans these are actually. Does anybody here know what kind of beans they are?
I'm not sure. It might be a long bean.
We're gonna say it's a long bean. We also have another aduratum. This is again from the Timeless mix. So it looks like it's gonna be a pretty like reddish or some kind of purple color. I'm really excited about that. Now we do have my filler row here. This was kind of a fail. It's not fully filled out, but I do know that this is Flamingo Feather Celosia, and I'm very excited for this. I don't know if these are actually plants. These are just hanging out. And then we're starting our dahlias. We've got dahlias upon dahlias. I'm not going to go through every single variety, but some do need some thinning. Some are starting to fall over. I need to start wrangling them up. You can see these are actually some of our first ones. We're having later dahlias just because we didn't get them in the ground early like we usually do, but the flowers are starting to roll in. Like I said, we have a few rows of these. We can pretty much kind of just do a flyover here, and you can see, but we'll come back and see the other top rows. All right, this is not the corn you've seen before. We have yet another row of corn. We actually, I think this was about 2 weeks behind the other corn, just so that they didn't cross or whatever. But these are the Golden Bantam corn. We grew this for a few years actually in our old garden, but our old garden was primarily shady, so we didn't get great corn, but we still got really good corn from it. So we have quite a few here, and then mixed within, this is our Three Sisters row. So we have the sunflowers up there. They are the Lemon Queen sunflowers. They're so beautiful. They're just a very, very light yellow color, and they're just a really nice medium size. So beautiful. I absolutely love them. Then below we have beans. Actually, I'm seeing quite a few beans right here. I'm not entirely sure. They don't look like dragon tongue or anything to me. They might be, did you say turtle something?
Yeah, the black turtle.
Black turtle beans. But we have quite a few in here actually. Tons of beans. We're gonna go on a bean harvest adventure today. And then, let's see, anything else in here? I know there's squash on the other side of the row. If we wanna hop over to the other side of the row, there's actually, nope, those are the same beans. I was gonna say those are burgundy beans, but they're not. Oh gosh, what do we have here? We have the yellow squash right here, I believe. Or is it there? It's there, sorry. It's right where you are. And then we have, I don't know what kind of squash.
That's a pumpkin.
Pumpkin? Is it a pumpkin? Maybe this is a Casper. It kind of looks like a Casper pumpkin. We had our big compost pile here from last year, and we spread it out, I believe, in this row and in this row. So we've gotten a lot of volunteer of the midget melons, the honey rock melons, the Casper pumpkins, and the sweet sugar pumpkins. But I think these ones are the Chinese gourds, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see any fruit on them yet. But they're really cute. You know them when you see them. They're like those little tiny pumpkin-like gourds. They're orange most of the time, but you can also find them in white and green. But those are really cool. Those are some of my favorite gourds. But if we would just continue on, it's just the dahlias again. So let's hop over to the next row. We are getting into some exciting things right now. So we have, well, first random corn. Don't know where she came from. Don't know who she is. So she's just there. Then we have cantaloupes. So honey rock melons. We also have midget melons mixed in here. I think the honey rocks are first, or were the midget melons first in the row? I don't know. They're in here. But we've got a lot happening. You can see tons of fruit. And this, just wait. Just you guys wait. We're going to even see crazier fruit in a minute. But we've got a ton. And then we actually have a fun little eggplant here. Hold on. Let's check them out. Look at them. This is actually a patio baby eggplant. First year growing these. I think that's what it is, I believe. Because we only have the patio baby in the long purple, and the long purples were on the other side, I believe. But these are so cute. I can't wait. I actually think that might be close to ready to harvest. We also have a friend there. We got it.
Looks like he ate this one too.
I guess an enemy, we should say, right? Not a friend. I guess he's a frenemy.
He's on our crops.
Yeah, he's attacking us. We have that to deal with. So more fruit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it.
Those might be midget melons.
Yeah, they do look on the smaller side. And then we've got a marigold. We've got a volunteer tomato. I believe this is a Matt's Wild cherry tomato. You can tell by the teeny tiny fruit. I love them. They're just so good and nice to just pop into your salad or whatever. I think these are also Matt's. And then we have this giant pumpkin taking over. That is, in fact, a Casper pumpkin. We have a fruit. I think we'll be better off seeing it on the other side. But we love the Casper pumpkins. We had them take over last year. It was crazy. We do have some okra here. She's hanging in there. She got some new leaves. She looks great. I think just there though. And then got to navigate our way this way. We have more fruit. And then this is an eggplant here, but this is still a continuation of the melons. You can see more fruit in there, and then more these are all volunteer tomatoes. We're just letting them go. This one actually doesn't even look like a Matt's. I wonder what kind this one is. But we have a eggplant there. That is one of the long purple eggplants. And then more marigolds, and then cucumbers. These ones are the what kind are we?
Maybe the lemon?
Maybe lemon? I'm just looking for a fruit. I don't even see any fruit here. But behind me, we've got more dahlias. We've seen those. Let's hop on over to the next row. All right, you guys, first in this row, we have the cayenne peppers. These are the hot peppers that we grow. They're the little ones. You can see a handful of fruit on these. Look at that. So many. And we got that going more than halfway down the row. Now, I was talking about the Casper pumpkin earlier. This is a continuation of said Casper pumpkin. This is our first one, but you can see more. There's more and more and more. And then we have the newest corn. This is the newly planted corn because it is still early. This is one of my favorites, the glass gem corn. So this is not a sweet corn. This is actually a popcorn, a dent corn, popcorn. You would know it if you saw it. It is basically a rainbow corn. It's beautiful, love it. And inside there we have sunflowers. Ask me which kind. I don't really know which kind that is. I don't remember. I think actually they might be the Van Gogh mix. No, I think we planted the Van Gogh with the other Van. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. All right.
Millet too.
Millet? We have millet? Oh, millet.
The pearl.
The pearl millet. Is that our only little clump?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, we're starting to get into the sun over here, but we have a really cool row that you don't want to miss. While it's primarily dahlias, you'll see there is a melon in there. These are our honey rocks or our cantaloupe. Just look at these. They're crazy. Look at this. There's a huge one over here. Let's go to that one. right here. Look at this. This one's got to be bigger than my head at this point. It's insane. I'm so excited because our cantaloupe last year that we grew here was just so delicious, and I cannot wait to try these. But we have more dahlias here. We have some actually starting to open. These are the cafe au lait ones. This plant's probably doing the best out of all of them. I've already gotten at least 2 flowers from that one. We are here on our last row. This row has gotten crazy. It's watermelon. I'm excited. Who's not excited for watermelon? We've got 2 different varieties in here. Where, I don't know which is which. We've got the Jubilee Bush watermelon and the Tender Sweet Orange watermelon. I'm very excited because it's the first year for growing that. I know we have 1 fruit, but we'll find it. Oh, we found a fruit. I think that might be the Tender Sweet. I don't know. I didn't know, but because I think the Jubilee Bush are more round, but I could be wrong. We also did have some other watermelons we started, so it could be in here, who knows. We also have a little section of soybeans right here in the middle. And then I'm trying to find that watermelon. It's here somewhere. I think it's, aha, I've got it. Found it. Look at that. That fine specimen. I wasn't seeing any fruit on these for the longest time, and then they just pop up like that. But let's go check out the next row. Was mainly ranunculus, and it's been taken over by grass. We need to really take a handle on that, but there's a really cool section I want to show you. We've got some sunflowers. Now these are really cool sunflowers. They are, I believe they're called the Van Gogh Fantasy Mix. It could be just Van Gogh Mix, but there's so many cool ones that can come out of this mix. And this was the first one. I direct sowed a bunch of them here, but this was the only one that had made it. Now we did start some and planted them down here, so we are gonna get some more. They're looking great. We also have an ageratum here. And then this I think is a Gerbera daisy, and that's one of the night sky petunias. They're actually my favorite petunia ever. Very, very hard to find that variety for some reason. They're not really speckling like they did at the beginning of the season, but it's really cool because they have white speckles inside. We have a picture on our Instagram at Wild Pines Farm SC where you can really see them shine. But back to this, it's just so stunning. This is just one color that it could possibly be. There's all kinds of reds and yellows variations, and I'm excited to see what all of these are going to look like. And you can see we've got multiple heads popping up, which is really awesome. All right, you guys, that is going to wrap up this July 2023 garden tour. I'm so excited for all of this cool stuff growing. Like I said before, make sure you check out our harvest videos. We do flower harvest videos as well as produce harvest videos. We'll be harvesting all of this awesome corn, these amazing beets, the beans, the tomatoes to come. There's just so much that's going to be ready coming up here soon. We hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you next time.